Now that the beta is finally over and people were just given a taste to what EA has cooking up after all the hours spent on the beta and playing with friends, what do I think about Battlefield 6 the beta? Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah. EA and DICE is finally cooking again. After having my heart broken time and time again, I thought my goal was washed. You know what it's like seeing my favorite franchise taking L after L, then turning around and releasing this? Mind you, it's only a beta, but bro, look at the numbers. You see 2042? That's how you do it. But but in all seriousness, I am very excited about Battlefield 6. I have not been this excited about FPS game in a while. Battlefield to me was my first multiplayer FPS game. I'm saying multiplayer because technically speaking, Treyarch 2 was my first FPS game. You see, growing up, I didn't really grow up with the Xbox 360s or the PS3, just mainly my DS and N64. Oh, and my PSP, even though I broke it like countless times. I remember when I bought my Xbox One and the cashier at my local GameStop told me, "Is there any games you want?" This was 2017 and I didn't really know what games I wanted. And the guy told me, "How about this one?" And bro pulled out Battlefield 1. At first, I was hesitant. I didn't know about Battlefield 1 or the series in general. The only other FPS games I knew was Call of Duty. But then mom said to hurry your ass up, so I just got it. And let me say to that GameStop guy,
I
I
understand it
understand it
now.
now. I love this game. The atmosphere, a setting that's rarely covered in games, a game that got me into history, the music, the war stories, the memories and bonds I made with friends, the music. No, seriously, the fucking music. This game holds a very special place in my heart, and it holds up pretty well. Kinda wish there were more people playing it though. After Battlefield 1, obviously I checked out the other ones. Remember when I said the bond I made with friends? Well, one of my friends really loved this series. He's been a fan way longer than me. I'll talk about Bad Company days. He's like that. Well, he put me onto the other games like Battlefield 4, Hardline, and 3, and I loved each of them. Battlefield 3 is my favorite in terms of campaign. Battlefield 4 is gorgeous, especially if you play the campaign. I mean, just look at it. And Hardline, even though it's considered the black sheep, is not that bad. It has a fun premise, cops versus robbers, that's pretty cool. I know it's not very Battlefield-ish, but come on, it's fun. Where my heart starts to hurt is when Battlefield 5 and 2042 gets brought up. Battlefield 5 to me is style versus substance. I will give it credit, the graphic jump to Battlefield 1 to 5 is insane. It's probably the most beautiful looking game in the series, and the music slaps hard, especially merging those two together, and it's cinema.
Aber du warst dort. Mein Name ist Peter Müller, Kommandant des Tigerpanzers 237. Und ich war dort.
But the core gameplay itself is lacking. The maps are boring and bland. I know Battlefield gets shit for sometimes being a walking simulator, but Jesus Christ, I can feel it here. The little war stories are boring and forgettable, except the last one. The Last Tiger should have been a full-fledged campaign. I don't know why it didn't. At the time, Fortnite was popping off, so Battlefield decided to copy it, even though you had to pay for it, so that wasn't great. But towards the end, when the Pacific DLC came out, it did save the game. I will admit I was really enjoying it, but one DLC isn't gonna do enough for me. Around the time Dice and EA said, "Don't worry folks, we're creating another game, a game that brings the series back to its roots and into modern era, a game called Battlefield 2042." And well, 2042 was the game that made almost everyone jump ship, calling it the worst AAA game. Hundreds of videos criticizing and bashing the game, being shit at launch. There was also a beta, and Jesus Christ. 2042 also had a battle royale, but you also had to pay for it again. I don't know why they keep trying, taking almost a full year into fixing it. This is especially annoying to me because I bought the $100 versions of it. Bro, I probably installed it and reinstalled it like 4 times. Nowadays, I just don't touch it at all. But after all that, we finally reached Battlefield 6. And oh my god, we finally did it. I used to pray for times like this. And like I said before, the beta is amazing. Obviously, it's a beta, so it's not perfect, but bro, in terms of introduction, it's great. First impressions are everything, and the fans' feedback to it has been positive. Let me go over a few things that I like about it. First off, the map designs. I like the 4 maps we were given. Cairo might be my favorite map, more infantry based with tank support. You can go anywhere in this map. It's very close quarter combat, especially inside buildings, and I love how chaotic it gets. Iberian is like this as well. There's locations in this map where it's just a narrow path and corners where anyone can be hiding. Empire State is also another one. I'm a fan of Breakthrough, and going from the streets to the insides of buildings is awesome. And finally, if you want a classic open sandbox, then Liberation Peak is for you. I'm surprised of how much close quarters this game is. They also added a shooting range, and if you listen you can hear the theme, which is pretty cool. Third time the charm, they say, and looks like we having another battle royale, but this time you don't have to pay for it, so great. The gameplay is fun, the guns feel nice. I mostly run medic, so half the time I'm mostly reviving people instead of shooting. I find it funny how the medic role is to support or revive your fellow soldiers, and to protect yourselves we have an LMG. I mean, just look at this thing. And I also like how if you fall from a great height and at the last second if you hold B you could perform a roll and not take fall damage. In terms of atmosphere, it's gritty and dark. These once lived in cities now turn into war zones. The background, the fog. I can't even imagine what the campaign is gonna look like. And oh, in terms of destruction, this game has the fucking sauce. And it's also fun.
I fucking love the destruction in this game. There's literally mad of them running down the street. Oh, they yeeted me across the room. They yeeted me. Bro.
Okay, they're coming. Jill, get me.
You're like, they're coming and he comes up through the fucking parade. Oh,
No! Really? No! Fuck.
Dead, bro. I'm completely dead. I died instantly. King! Fuck's sake.
Let's go!
I got all of you!
Let's go!
Why are they everywhere? They're like,
Oh my god!
they're like rats!
Overall, man, I'm just excited about this. The people making this one are confident about it. With an October release date and this much hype, the future looks bright. I know people are shitting on COD right now. I've seen way too many people calling it the COD killer, and we need to stop saying this because one, it's cringy and it makes me want to roll my eyes, and two, did we not learn our lesson? We called 2042 that. I remember how that turned out. I don't want a COD killer. I just want a good Battlefield game. And back to COD, I don't really play it that much anymore, to be honest. Yeah, I'll check out the campaign. If there's a zombie mode, I'll check it out. Maybe do an EE if I'm up to it. But other than that, that's about it. The games I've mostly been enjoying are like action games or open world games. I can enjoy playing these because I can play it at my own pace and it's fun to mess around in, either by yourself or with friends. To end off this video, I want to say this. Battlefield 6 will be a good game, bro, trust. And yes, I will be pre-ordering it. I know people are saying, oh, don't pre-order it, remember 2042. Bro, the first comment alone had me crying, but I don't care. Am I part of the problem? You goddamn right I am. I hope this shit turns out well, bro.